Hey everybody, and welcome back to another awesome episode of This, That, and Those. I'm Isaac.
I'm Garrett.
And today we're going to do something a little special.
Yeah.
We're going to show a little, we're big Spider-Man fans, so we just got a collection of different Spider-Man stuff. And not only that, we have something from Garrett's personal collection here today. So let's go down the row and get to the best.
All right.
First, we have this 1994 Spider-Man, I would say like a plush, sort of.
It's a plush huggable sticky toy.
It's a plush huggable sticky toy. It's really fun. And the reason why we say sticky is because it does have Velcro. And it does kind of have these coat hanger metal things you just bend to get the arms in position. Our researcher, Andrew, did full research on this. On this thing, so it's really awesome. So I think it's one of those cute things that you would have got, but at this point now, I think it's so old you would probably just get it and not take it out of the box.
No, absolutely. I mean, but it does look adorable. I mean, look at the front of the box. That kid's having fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can put it on your clothes, all that stuff. It's pretty hilarious. We found it. Actually, our researcher Andrew found it, and you know what? I'm really glad because this is kind of a smile on your face kind of thing.
It really is. It does make you happy. I love seeing toys from like the Spider-Man animated show on Fox Kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's where it's from, and that was a really good series.
It was. Storytelling was really good. It ran for a good amount of time, and I thought it ended like on a good note, which doesn't happen a lot with cartoons. So
we got the Spider-Man posable superhero sort of plush from the new animated series from 1994. So that's cool. We're gonna put this to the side.
But from 1994, we're going over to 1991 with the Marvel Supersize Superheroes Collection, which of course is Spider-Man again. Now,
the Amazing Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, you're right. This is the Amazing Spider-Man, which I think
there's a difference.
Well, apparently every Spider-Man comic and cartoon has a different name. I mean, it used to be the Spectacular Spider-Man.
That's what I was about to say, the Spectacular Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, the Okay Spider-Man.
The so-so, let's not talk about it anymore, Spider-Man.
That'll do, Spider-Man. We've had enough Spider-Man. But yeah, actually there's something interesting that Garrett pointed out about this.
Right, so first off, the Spider-Man itself, I believe, is based off like the 1960s TV Spider-Man. And that was
the best animated cartoon ever.
I don't know if I'd call it the best. There was very little actual motion animation. A lot of times it was just Spider-Man standing around and you were able to see him raise a finger.
And this is valuable to you memers out there because every Spider-Man meme almost comes from that show. So this is something that you might want to pick up.
Now, but as you pointed out before, Isaac, I noticed something really interesting when I was looking over the box. First off, while this is from 1991, you actually also have a customer service number for this figure right here. And I'm like, this figure doesn't do a whole lot, so what are you gonna call them for? I dropped it and its head came off. I'm so sorry. Click.
Yeah.
But the most interesting part is this. Now, as you can see, Spider-Man wasn't the only figure in this line. You had Venom and the Hulk, but if you look down here, you have an order form where you can get the supersize Punisher for, what was it? It was like $5 and $2.75 shipping and handling. So you can get a full-size figure for like $7 or like almost $8. I kind of want to get this just to cut this out and mail it in. I want to see if it works.
Let's call the toll-free number later.
But definitely for those two, even like if you're a fan of Spider-Man, like you probably are definitely gonna get these, but it's more of a nostalgia feel for those two. Just kind of like back to your childhood kind of thing. Because, I mean, while these figures are a lot of fun, they're not great.
Kind of boring.
A little bit.
Really.
You can't do a whole lot. But, like I said, if you're into Spider-Man and nostalgia, definitely pick these figures up. All right,
So let's get to the main event, so to speak, the coup de grace of our episode. This is actually from Garrett's now personal new collection.
When I saw this, it was... I'm a big romance guy, honestly. Like, I love shipping in couples in anime, comics, anything.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, I was like, it's too cute. I've got to have it.
So, and if you're a fan of Calvin and Hobbes, then yes, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this is a limited run of 3,000. It is, it's 576. And let's show it. Let's go move the box.
All right ahead. So as you can see, we've got Mary Jane, and Spider-Man. And they are proposing. They are about to get married.
And the cool thing about it is let's most of the time, and we have a lot of statues between all of us here at This, That, and Those, and a lot of times we don't see kind of, you know, cutesy statues.
No, not
we
really.
don't really.
It's like it's either a solitary standing expression or battle scenes or just downright dark.
Especially a variant. This was based on the variant comic book cover.
Very true.
When Calvin and Hobbes's creator passed away, they made a variant for the Spider-Man, I believe, and this was a statue made in sort of that, you know, whole design.
You know what's really cool though? This whole statue is made from a cold resin, and it's the only one of that type that I have.
The casted resin, and then that's the thing. A lot of people are not going to really know that. If you're a collector, you know resin. You know what the term is, PVC. There's lots of different kinds.
Yeah.
This is a very solid statue,
Please
very
don't
well
hit
made. And how it actually works, and this is why we do the show for you to watch.
Being very careful here.
Here's the little heart that is in the background, and I like the heart especially because it's not this perfect design. It's like a kid drew it.
No, absolutely. I mean, look, it's kind of bigger on one side than it is on the other.
Kind of fatter on this side than it is thinner.
The crack isn't like right down the middle. It curves.
It's a cutesy, like something like a 5, 6-year-old would maybe draw.
Absolutely.
So what you do is Mary Jane goes on here too, and her legs and bottom half
they're permanent.
Yeah, they're permanently on the statue. So all you have to do is take out the top of the Mary Jane right here, and just
Gonna put her right in there.
slide that right there. There you go. And it's very sturdy.
Oh, absolutely, very solid. So next up, you would take the heart, and you want to make sure that the hole is facing outward.
So we have Spider-Man with his little clear thing right here, so it'll be more invisible.
So then you slide that right on in there.
Then, since Spider-Man, you think he's going to be this way. He's not.
No.
He's upside down, of course, which is a play on the original Tobey Maguire
Oh yeah, the
Spider-Man.
The upside down kissing scene.
Let's put this on first, actually.
That scene really made it. Oh, Gav, please don't break it.
There we go. Now, there you go right here. It's perfect. And I like how the web goes off a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it's going out of frame.
Absolutely.
And then, there you have it.
Voila.
The only thing that we were a little bit concerned about in this statue is that there's no way to actually make the heart 100% still, like solidly still, like firm.
It
does wiggle around a little bit.
But then again, it's kind of, I don't know, like for me, I kind of like that it kind of adds a little character, because watch. Whoosh.
Yeah, that fits.
He swings back. He's swinging in. It's more romantic.
The one thing is we didn't like the way that it was a little bit loose, but also on the other end, if you're going to get this statue, you're probably not going to be jostling it. So that's not really a big thing for us.
When I get this back home, I'm setting it up and it's staying right there.
And this is by the Gentle Giant Limited and Marvel. So it is licensed, obviously, based on a variant cover. And you get the certificate of authenticity card.
Mm-hmm. Now, good news is that these are still available. So you can still find them with relative ease, I would say.
And if you want a statue that's not the basic of all the statues that you guys probably all have, you know, the solid, you know, like stern poses of all these different characters, or like the action Spider-Man, everything serious. Yeah. If you want something cutesy to add to your shelf to have a little bit more flair, I would highly suggest getting something like this. Because not only is it cutesy, it is in the style of Calvin and Hobbes, but with Spider-Man. So you get like a triple thing. You get uniqueness, you get Calvin and Hobbes, you get Spider-Man, so you get all this really cool stuff, and it really has that spirit of Stan Lee, I think.
No, absolutely it does. But another thing that I really do like about this is, you know, with a lot of collectibles and such, as you pointed out, Isaac, that, you know, you've got like that macho Spider-Man, that action Spider-Man. But sometimes when you want to see something, like you said, cute and romantic, like this actually like has kind of like a calming effect on you. It's like you can look at it, you can relax and take a breath.
Yeah, it's good for the soul kind of statue. So that's something that's good. And remember, in the Spider-Man games, Stan Lee, in one of his last performances, told Mary Jane and Spider-Man, "You guys were my favorite couple."
There you go.
So that's good. we hope you really enjoyed this statue as much as we are. and we hope you enjoyed this episode of This, That, and Those.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know what you think.
Also, share this video with your friends. Make them feel good.
Please.